Hey y'all. Welcome back to D2D Talks. At this point, you should know why I'm sitting all by my little lonely. And yeah, so let's just keep it pushing. I wanted to do a separate video so each of them could kind of have their own video to just really focus on them. So I'd like to talk about my top five as a whole, and then I'll kind of break them down individually. So I just want to give y'all a picture into like the behind the scenes with Doobie Stellars and kind of like how we operated with each other and like everybody's roles. So of course it's my brand. I'm Paislee. If you don't know, everybody calls me Doobies. I go by Paislee P. Whatever. That's me, right? So I started this. I paid for everything by myself out of pocket. I paid for the studio time. I paid for anything involving Doobie Stellars thus far. And then, of course, I had my assistant, which we'll go on to talk about her in a later video. That's Tyra. Then my sister, Zoe. And then I had Harold, which was the photographer slash editor slash event person. Then I had Illy, which was just down for the cause. Harold and Illy were like my co-host slash they went to events and stuff. Zoe was more like my behind the scenes recorder, getting my drops and stuff like that. She also went to a couple events, and Tyra really was just doing a lot as well. I will say this, Tyra was the only one that really pushed the social media like I wanted to, but we'll get to why she didn't work out at a later time. So I want to give you the breakdown of those. So Otis is the ex-boyfriend, right? Of everything. Let's talk about Otis. Otis came into my team and stirred up a lot of shit. I honestly feel like if he was never a part of the team, maybe me, Zoe, Tyra, and Illy would have still been a team, and Harold, I guess, too. But let's speak on Otis. So it's not my business to share, but they were going through their breakup, but they're still friends. Blah blah blah. Y'all know how that goes. Not to make a long story out of that. So I told her when before he started the team, I was like, hey, are you sure? Like that's your ex. I don't like you're already a part of my team. I really don't like bring the family on my team, but I'm doing this a favor for you. I want to let him be a part because I do need the help. But at the same time, if you think it's gonna stir up too much mess or drama or be uncomfortable in any sort of way, then just please do not add him to my team. And it was nothing against Otis because I really fuck with him. And I really feel like if he would have put an effort into the team, like, oh my gosh, he would have been great. Like, he probably would have been second in command, which is what I was gonna have him do. I wanted to have him be over the Patreon and kind of take a more percentage in that and just really just help out with everything and learn how to edit more and be a better photographer and go to events, all that kinds of stuff, right? So he gets to the team and the process, you know how it is with your exes, right? One moment you're up, the next moment you're down, and it's chaotic. Well, I guess they had a little personal argument. Otis comes on my team. He starts flirting with the girls. Like at first I didn't want to believe it, but looking back at from being at the event, we went to the event at Gas House. So the event we did with Gas House was a dope ass event. Love their shows that they put on, but it was a lot of drama that night amongst my team. Although the outside world probably couldn't tell. So you have Otis, my sister, kind of doing her own thing. She was off watching the performances, vibing out to that. Otis, meanwhile, is flirting with the other girls on my team, Tyra and Illy, even if they want to deny it. Proof is in the pudding. They hugged him. They gave him longer hugs, I guess, than what was expected. They never hug anybody on the team, mind you. None of them have ever given me a hug. So you're hugging this guy you never met. But you know why? Because he was flirting with everybody. I think him being a Gemini really Geminis can't help but to flirt, but at the same time, when you're on a team, you gotta keep it professional. So rubbing in like Illy's hair, giving Tyra long hugs, just being extra flirty and stuff. You can see it. Go back. Proof is in the pudding. Go back and watch our D2D talks. Go back and watch our smoke sessions. Watch the interaction with everybody, and you'll be able to tell what I'm talking about. Um, so just he just came in and was my little troublemaker. Like, I really fuck with him on a personal level, but like in business, you can't be sitting up here flirting with all the teammates when your ex is on the team, even if your ex wasn't not related to me. Like, it was just disaster. It went from one moment somebody was trying to kick him off the team to the next moment he's flirting with everybody to him. Ultimately, he really just could not keep up with the stuff I needed with Doobie's Dollars. He couldn't make it to events. He couldn't keep up with the social media aspects of things, which was a big part I stressed. Because why? Because that's where it's at, social media. We need to grow our fan base. Just dropping videos on YouTube, you have to be more proactive. Like, you have to be on your Instagram. I really wanted them to push Instagram so that I could put a more bigger focus on the Facebook and some of the other ones on Patreon and just getting all that started. But I needed to know that my team could hold it down with Instagram. He just couldn't get the hang of it. So at the end of the day, with all that sorts of drama and flirting with the girls, it was just better with him off of the team. Simultaneously, my sister was going through a lot in her own personal life. So, she left the team briefly, but we're going to get into a whole other video on that. I just wanted to talk about Otis and kind of give y'all the setup with him and why he graduated from Doobie's to Dollars, why he's not a part of the team anymore, just kind of what happened with that. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video.